There's no, stop. God. Well, it's not even funny. Like, it's literally not at this point. I don't know how many times I have to say it, or have to, like, tell people, like, even in my, like, real life, I have to tell people, but Lainey and I are just friends. Like, there's no romantic nothing. We are literally just friends. Like, can you please stop? I would really, really appreciate it if people would stop. Like, it's to the point where it's making me, like, really uncomfortable. Stop. We're just friends. Jesus. I don't know how many times I have to fucking say that. All I want to be is friends. Okay. I'm going to tell everyone why I came here in the first place. The reason that I came here and moved here in the first place was because I was in an abusive... where I was abusive and not a good environment for me at all. So guess what? I told Lainey about it because Lainey's my best friend, and Lainey very kindly suggested that I move here. They literally, like, I remember this conversation because it, like, kind of blew my mind that they were being so generous. They were like, oh, well, I'm going to have, like, a serious talk with Greg about you moving here. And I was like, what? Like, nobody's ever been, like, that nice to me before. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it does all make sense now. Where I was not good. At all. Like, where will I go now? Back there. Because people on the internet like to demonize things and make things out to be something that they're not, and make people here think that I'm trying to be something than a friend, which I'm literally not trying to do. I want to be nothing more than a friend. I don't know how many fucking times I have to say that. Like, Jesus Christ. So, I hope you're all happy. You know, and it's like, and it sucks because, like, because people on the internet were like, oh, you need to send Sarah home. Sarah needs to go home. Da 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 da. And then the second they're like, okay, we're sending Sarah home. Sarah's leaving. They're like, oh, wow. You're, like, totally, like, you're making her, like, you're just kicking her out like that. Like, you're making her go back there. Like, da 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 da. Like, can we not, like, we can't win. Ever. It's ridiculous. Like, we can't win with you people. It's... So now that I'm leaving, they're kicking me out and, like, to the street with me or something. I'm not going to the streets, I'm just going back where I was. They're not kicking me out. They're sending me back home because it's not safe for me to be here anymore, for anybody, because people are, like, calling the police and making threats to call authorities on people in my life from back home, and it's... So, and I really did not want to tell the entire internet this, but kind of seems like I have to now. Greg is a known abuser. No, guess what? I don't give a shit what What any past drama has been like, Greg has done nothing to me in the realm of, like, abuse or whatever, in any sense. Ever. Like, literally ever. You're right, I should have never been in Greg's videos. I should have never told anyone that I moved here, because people like to take things and they like to make them into things that they're not. Like, the extent of physical contact that I've had with Lainey or Greg is a hug. Like, that is the extent of it, is a hug. How is it safe? Why was I so worried of text being released? Because I knew that this would happen. Honestly, if the text, like, thinking back to it, like, it really would not have been that big of a deal if, like, Lane said stuff, or, like, sorry, I don't want to say names. If that person had said stuff, like, it really would not have been that big of a deal. But I freaked out because sorry, someone was calling me. But I freaked out, and I just, like, went, like, crazy, because, yeah, that's just what I did, and I regret that. But, like, it really wasn't. It really was not, like, bad at all. Especially because, like, nothing has happened, and nothing will happen, and I don't want anything to happen. And I don't know how many fucking times I have to say that. Like, oh my god. I freaked out because I knew that this would happen. I knew that everyone was going to take it in the wrong way, and I know that it was going to get blown way out of proportion, and I knew that, one second, let me block someone real quick. And I knew that, like, I was gonna have to go back there. You're 16. They're 22. I understand that. And guess what? I can be friends with a 22-year-old if I want. You know why? Because fuck you. That's why. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with that. I have plenty of friends that are older than me. I have plenty of friends that are, like, a year or two younger than me. It's stupid. I'm not in a relationship with any of them. I'm not in a relationship with anyone. I've never even been in a relationship with anyone. And I'm not now. Like, Greg said I was under the impression. No, I was not. I have not, like, even... No. It's hard to explain, but no, it's not actually hard to explain. I can explain it very easily. I'm not under the impression, nor was I under the impression, that I was going to have a relationship. Because I knew I wasn't. I knew that I was just a friend. All I am is a friend. All I'm going to be is a friend. All I want to be is a friend. Why did Billy ask him not to scream at you? Sorry, I don't want to say names. Why did they ask him not to scream at you? No, it was don't call names anymore. Which has happened, but guess what? It's not like a regular thing. It happened like a few times, and it wasn't like awful, like he wasn't screaming at me or anything. He's never screamed at me. He's never even yelled at me. Am I still on good terms with them? Yes, we're all fine. Like, that's another thing. People want to call Child Protective Services on people from, like, in my real life back home. Don't do that. You're just, like, do you want me to be in foster care or something? Is that what you want? Like, guys, leave me alone. Like after, okay, after I leave this house, back again, I want everyone talking about me on the hate blogs, on drama threads. Stop talking about me. It's done. It's all done with. Stop it. Like, I'm no longer involved. I'm no longer relevant with any of this. Just after this, after I go back, it's done. Like, stop. As I saw, do I? Obviously, I wish I could stay, but the thing is that it's not like safe for me to stay anymore. Like it's like not it's not even like this is not like okay anymore for me to be here. Am I engaged? No, this is a ring that I bought for myself last year on Valentine's Day because I'm a single Pringle and I wanted a gift, so I bought it for myself. So people are saying what? What's on Twitter? Sorry, I'm checking Twitter right now. I don't want to be with Lainey in that way. I want to be best friends with Lainey like I already am. Have I already moved out? No. What do I think of Greg's video, Sarah's leaving? Well, I watched it once, and I didn't know he was gonna make that, but, I mean, it's fine. I think there was some confusion, but I don't have any children. I have a kid. I don't have any kids. When did he say that I wanted to be with Lainey? I hate this. Okay, there seems to be some confusion. So I'm going to say this for everybody who is still confused. I don't want to date Lainey. 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 Jesus fucking Christ. People are talking about my Tumblr. Okay, my Tumblr is an aesthetic blog that I literally follow this one blog on Tumblr that I just reblog a bunch of stuff from. So, I mean, and the stuff about what was said was over exaggerated and months ago, and it is not at all applicable to what is happening right now because I like nothing has ever happened. Nothing will ever happen. I don't want anything to happen. They don't want anything to happen. I don't want anything to happen. I want to be friends with them. I don't want to date them. I don't want to have sex with them. I don't want to do any of that. I want to be friends. Friendly boundaries. Up the second that I shared that I was living here. We should have never made it public because people like to take things and they like to twist it around to fit their agenda. And it sucks and it affects people very negatively. I am in school. Greg did not encourage me and Lainey to have a sexual relationship. Ever. At all. And I've never said that. never happen. Nobody wants that to happen. Like, that is, like, my entire, like, thing with this. I am a friend, and that is all I am. Like, oh my god, guys. Can you please get it through your heads? I am just a friend. Like, I don't understand how I can make this more clear than it already is. Like, oh my god. Why am I leaving then? Because it's not safe for me to be here anymore, because people are calling police. They want to call CP on people, like, back home in Michigan, like, who are involved with me. Like, it will be a lot less drama and a lot less stress on everyone if I don't continue to live here, which sucks because now I have to go back there, so thanks, guys. But it sucks, but I also, like, totally, like, I totally, like, understand why, like, this needs to happen, and yeah, no, nobody's upset at each other. I'm not upset at Greg. Greg's not upset at me. Like, I'm not upset at Lainey. Lainey's not upset at me. Like, they're not upset at each other. Like, nobody's upset at anybody. Like, my favorite part... Okay, I like that question. Someone asked what my favorite part of living with them was. Probably, making dinner with Lainey. That was, like, my favorite times. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. You know, I had a lot of my life figured out here. I was gonna, be a Washington resident by the time I went to college, so I was gonna get, I was gonna get to go to college for a lot cheaper. So that was gonna be cool, but, you know.
Hey.
Hi.
You see the door?
Greg's here.
Greg's here! Prepare for overexposure.
No. Why'd you do that?
Because I have a low self-esteem and my skin has problems. Wow, this is really narrow. Okay, so I am now here because Lainey's inside crying. And she's crying because Billy showed up. So I just wanted to ask that Billy not be in here. Can you block Billy?
Where is she?
I don't know, but apparently she's not moved on yet, and it'd be nice for someone who, asked us to stop talking about her, if she just, get out of our life. That'd be great. No offense to anybody, I'm not trying to diss anybody, but you made Lainey cry just by showing your face and saying stuff, so that's really not cool. Billy shouldn't be here. Billy, if you want to be here for Sarah, you should, talk to her when she's gone. Or,
I can't block
out of, this area. Because, Lainey's still really hurt, Billy. Super hurt.
I blocked her.
And, that's just really sucky. The betrayal just goes so deep with Billy for her to even, for her to make a video where she was like, oh my god, you ruined my life. Oh my god, I'm such a victim. And then to be leave me alone. And then just show up here. It's please, just move on, Billy. Practice what you preach, move on. Okay? You are cool, right? You're a really cool person to know and stuff, so long as you don't get too close or because there's the incompatibilities or whatever, but not compatible, so maybe not be in our lives anymore. That would be cool. Be in Sarah's life. Sarah can do what she wants, but just to Lainey's watching this broadcast and I'm upset because Lainey was crying. Anyway, so Sarah, Lainey said that there are some questions you aren't answering. She's watching the broadcast and she's saying you're ignoring some of the questions.
What questions?
I don't know. I just say whatever, answer whatever you want, but
I've just been trying to get the whole situation out.
I know, but Lainey said that you're just saying the same thing over and over again.
I don't know. I really don't know what else to say other than
I'm not trying to tell you to not keep saying the same thing over and again, but you're kind of saying the same thing over and over again. The whole not in a relationship with Lainey thing. For instance, okay, so Lainey noticed that I got texts and stuff. Lainey noticed that you would say the same thing over and over again regarding not being in a relationship with her, but you're not paying attention to people asking why were you guys saying things back and forth that could have been perceived as you guys being in a relationship flirtatiously.
Oh.
Yeah.
That stuff? That's banter. That Lainey does that with a lot of people on
literally
Twitter.
Every girl on Twitter?
Yeah. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
that's the stuff that people are thinking is sketch, and that's why,
yeah.
She's
the
frustrated.
Whole censored thing.
Sorry, they're frustrated.
The whole censored thing, they were clothed in that picture.
Yeah, just stuff in general. Anyway, the only reason I came in was to get Billy out because that was really hurting Lainey's feelings. But, okay, so I'm going back out. And this is a separate building I'm actually editing right now. To everybody who said hi to me, hello. I never live stream, so this is weird. You do you.
Okay, bye, Greg.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was unexpected. Okay. I'm turning off these lights again. But, okay. I'm turning these lights off. It's too bright in here. Okay. I guess just ask me questions and I'll try and answer all of them. But yeah, the whole, Twitter thing, that's banter, guys. That doesn't mean anything. Oh yeah, that's right. Also, guys, I'm here like legally. Like Lainey is like has guardianship over me. I'm here legally, so that was another thing that I wanted to address. What's my relationship with Lainey gonna be like after I leave? We're gonna be friends. It's gonna go back to how it was. I mean, at least I hope. I mean, we're absolutely fine now, so. Because it's called banter. That person who just asked that question, it's called banter, and it did not mean anything, and it does not mean anything still. Guys, can we please stop with that? Okay, that person who released stuff and, just over exaggerated and all that kind of thing. They said themselves that they knew that nothing was going on, like emotionally, physically, sexually, nothing at all was going on. They said that themselves. Someone asked them if they honestly thought I was in danger, and they said no. Like, they were like, oh yeah, I think Sarah's happy there. So, don't know why they still, like, decided to do what they did, but it just, like, caused a bunch of unnecessary drama, and it sucks, basically. Okay, and about this ring, since people keep asking, this ring right here, I bought it for myself. It's kind of big now. I bought it for myself, like, over a year ago. Like, this ring was not bought for me by Lainey. I bought this ring for myself. It was like $100 and something. Has an actual little diamond in it. I really like it. It's my little promise ring to myself, And it's literally like what I bought it for. I bought it as a promise ring to myself because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna promise to always love myself. Even though that's cringy, whatever. It's what happened. Lainey did not buy that for me. No, it's not an accent. I'm sick right now. Will I return in the future for college? I mean, I think so. I still want to go to college in Washington. I've always wanted to go to college in Washington. I've always wanted to live in Washington. Literally before I even, like, found Greg's channel, I've wanted to live in Washington. Like, since the Twilight movies came out. And I thought it was really cool when I got to come live here, Will I date Lainey when I'm no longer jailbait? No. Even if I was 18 right now, I would not date Lainey. Like, oh my god, guys. I don't know how many times. You heard Greg. I said that like so many times. Like, even if I was 18 right now, I would not date Lainey. Who is Greg? You know who Greg is. No, Greg is not messaging me what to say. I'm getting... The little beep you heard was a Twitter notification. But, yeah, they have done a lot for me. They've never abused me emotionally, or physically, or sexually, or verbally. It's been a very fun time here, actually. It's been very fun here. It has been a great life experience, not living in Michigan for a few months, like 3.5 months. And no, seriously, I really appreciate everything that they've done for me. Thanks. No, it shouldn't have come this far. People should have realized after time and time again. He literally made a video about it. And it's people online that just think that they know someone because they see how they are in YouTube videos, or how they are on Twitter or whatever, and yeah, you can kind of see how someone is by that, but you honestly you don't know how they are in real life until you've met them in real life. Because trust me, I thought even being friends with Lainey for 2 years before I came and visited in September, Greg is not the same in real life as he is online. He's a lot more chill. No, Greg did not make me dye my hair and get a piercing. I did that on my own. I've wanted to dye my hair black since I was 13. And I've wanted to get this nose piercing since I was 14. He acted like that because he was probably upset. Okay, he wrote that stuff on Twitter because there was confusion months ago that nobody even cares about anymore. In this household, nobody cares about it. Nobody it was never anything. It really was not a big deal. But people online like to make it a big deal. How are they treating me now? They're treating me fine. Everything is literally normal. The only thing is that it's not I need to go back to Michigan. And I'm going back to Michigan very soon. I don't know the exact date yet. The ticket has yet to be bought, but it's gonna be soon. And honestly, like, I am extremely sad that I have to, like, leave because I'm going to miss Lainey and I'm going to miss Greg. And, you know, and I have a cousin here that I'm going to miss too. But I'm excited to, like, see my grandma, and because I missed her a lot. My dogs. My cousin, the one you're talking about, okay, my cousin is in college right now in New York. The cousin everyone's talking about. She's in college in New York. Like, I can't stay in a dorm with her. Lots of bad things. An unfortunate series of events happened in Michigan that led me to moving in here. I really would rather not go into details because I've already shared more than I'd like to. But, yeah, I had a wonderful time here while I was here. It was pretty awesome. No, they're not. Okay. This has been made clear to, like, everyone, but it's not like I'm getting, like, thrown out on the street, like, kicked out, like, oh, get out of here or whatever. It's, like, literally, oh, this isn't, like, the best thing anymore. Like, this isn't safe. Like, like, I need to, like, go back to Michigan. And if no, I was going to talk about more family stuff, but I don't want to do that. I am sad that I am leaving, but, like, guys, like, I understand that I need to leave. Like, it's not like even something that is in people's control anymore. Like, I need to go because it's the best thing for everybody. It's in everybody's best interest. And I understand that. Yes, everyone here is jumping to stupid conclusions. It isn't safe because people are threatening. It's not. Okay, nothing is going on, but it's not safe because people are threatening people who are, like, back home, like, people I know in real life, like, back in my, like, home state. Like, it's and, like, people are just making a lot of accusations and threats, and I don't like it. Nobody likes it. And I just want all of this drama to go away because honestly, it's like, it's stressing me the fuck out. And it's stressing everybody out. Not because anything's going on, because nothing's going on, but, like, Jesus, guys. What kind of dogs do I have back at home? I have a golden retriever and a pug, and it's a mini Australian Shepherd and a Basset Hound mix. And then I have a cat too. I miss my cat a lot, but my golden retriever is my favorite. And Lainey is here. Everybody's guest starring today. Did you see Greg?
Yeah. Can I just... Oh, I'm not gonna make it through this.
I'm already crying. I cried twice.
Yep, I'm in.
Greg walked in the first time. I was like, oh, hi.
Hi. I'm here to answer questions that people have because I've seen a few comments saying that I need to come clear things up. So, and Sarah said, yeah, and Sarah said she's having a hard time. If you don't believe me, I can show you some text to make so you guys can see that I'm not trying to control anything. Oh my god.
Oh, do you want me to show them the text?
Sure, it doesn't matter. First of all, I wanted to address the fact that people are saying Sarah works for us and she's our nanny.
Oh, yeah.
That's not true. Sarah does not work for us. We are
I'm
not
the
employing
nanny.
Sarah. We are not paying Sarah. She is not a nanny. Just to clear that up, she's not employed by us. So.
There are the texts. I said I was having a hard time, so Lainey came out here.
No, I do not have a nanny.
I don't know, why people think that. There's no evidence of me
I don't have a nanny. I can't.
What?
We don't have a nanny. I'm telling you right now, we don't have a nanny. There is no nanny.
I was not the nanny.
She was not the nanny. I do not have a nanny. Good. Yes, I am legally Sarah's guardian right now, currently. Her mother signed guardianship over to me. It has been notarized, and I have legal custody of Sarah right now. I know that the blog spread a rumor that Sarah was the nanny, but she's not. I don't get that question.
Whatever. It's fine. I don't know how many times I have to say this. They're sending me back because it is not safe for me to live here anymore.
Greg said that we had a nanny because Selena used to help us out. And Selena was employed by us, and she lived on her own up here. But Selena does not live here anymore, so I did not have a nanny, and Selena really wasn't a nanny. So, yes, this is legal. Everything has been legal. Nothing has been weird. But everybody on the internet is making it a big problem. And that's implicating everybody in this household and putting us in danger, putting everybody in this house in danger of getting in trouble with the law, which, honestly, we could not get in trouble with because nothing is going on. Everything was done legally. Everything was done in a correct way. But that's not something I want to deal with because I shouldn't have to deal with it. Nothing has happened. I've done nothing wrong. And it's not fair to be harassed like this because I've done nothing.
It's not fair to anyone, and it's
not.
If the internet had not been
it's not
involved
fair
with
to
this,
Sarah either.
It's not. It's not fair to me at all, and I deserve an apology because I have to go back there now.
Yes, Sarah's wearing a ring. A lot of people think it's, for some reason, the same ring that Billy had.
And I've said this twice. I bought the ring myself a year ago.
Before, I was not even with Billy when that happened. People are saying you got it at the same time when you were living here and Billy was living here.
No,
not true.
I've had this. You can look on my Instagram.
Yes, I remember when you got it. And the rings are so dissimilar. It is outstanding. I got Billy the ring for Christmas this year. She did not have it very long. And no, we're not making her go back. It has been decided by all of us, all three of us, that this is what's, needs to happen. Because we have been dealing with this from you people since September. Literally since September. Since she came up to come to an event that I was having, something that was very important to me. Because she's my best friend. Stop it, you're making me cry, quit.
I don't understand, how I can make this more clear that we're just best friends. We've never, done anything. We've never, been in a relationship together. We've never, had any inappropriate, physical ends or whatever. We've hugged. And that's it. We've hugged, twice.
Yeah, I'm not a big hugger. I don't like hugs, really.
Yeah, it's guys, please. Honestly, this is the hate blog's fault, and, the drama people's fault.
I don't understand what's wrong with me having a friend who's 16. People are like, oh, you're a mom, but you have a friend who's 16. What's the problem? I did not send her any full texts at 14. There was banter on Twitter, but if you look at how I compliment people, that's what you will see. Because it's banter, and it doesn't mean anything. Nobody was sexting or anything like that, because that's a ridiculous notion. People say I was talking to her when she was 13, which isn't even true. We had not met.
The first DMs that we have, and I can show you, were when I was 14. We never talked before I was 14.
And I literally thought she was a mom. That's why I started talking to her, and I asked her how old she was. Because she had talked to me about mom stuff. I thought she was a mom. So I was like, oh, cool. Oh, my God.
What? What?
People were like, who's watching the kids? You realize they have a father, right? Good God. Yeah.
Literally,
right there.
First time we ever talked privately. Here it is, right here. You see the date on that? I was 14. 8/19/2014.
I
was
am
14.
pretty sure I told you I thought you were a mom.
Where?
I don't know. Or maybe I told you that later.
Yeah, I think you told me that later, like, in Kick or something.
Greg was editing until I needed to come out here. Okay, cool.
It's literally only a 5-year and some sort of month difference between us, and it doesn't matter anyways because we're just friends. Like, we're in the same age range and we're friends. Yeah, I know, that's why I, like, could not, like, answer all the questions. I was just like, so talk about this now. It's weird I'm living with them.
The reason Sarah's living here, did you already address this?
Yes.
Can I address it?
Yes.
The reason Sarah's living here is because she was not in a healthy environment at home. I talked to her several times while she was at home, and I've seen several things that were done while she was at home, and that's why I decided that I was going to try and help her out, because she was having a very hard time. I've seen all the stuff that's happened to her, like, over a period of time at her house, and it was not a healthy environment for her. She was stressed, she was upset constantly, and so I thought, hey, this is something I can do to help you out. I know that she wanted to go to college up here, too. That would make it so when she does start college, she'll be a legal resident of the state, and she'll get resident tuition, which is cheaper. And so it literally, like, was beneficial to everyone.
Like, oh,
okay, you say that... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
That why would I bring her into my drama-filled life and house? All you guys see is, like, drama, because that's, like, what gets posted and what gets talked about. But my house, like, really isn't. It is not that dramatic over here. It really isn't.
It's really actually
this
pretty
is the
chill.
most drama I have ever seen at one time. It has not been. It is not dramatic here. We hang out, and I said this in my last podcast. We watch
Twilight.
Yeah, we watch Twilight. We play
Twilight
Fortune Street, and we cook. That is literally all we do.
Yeah, someone was
and no, Sarah isn't not beneficial to me now. Sarah's still my friend. I still enjoy having Sarah around. And it's not like she was here working for me. It wasn't like that. She was here to be my friend, hang out with me, and I was trying to help her out. But that all got twisted because you people have a fucking personal vendetta against me and Greg.
People keep saying, oh, so now you're sending her back to, an abusive household.
Make up your mind.
Like, guys,
for months you have been like, go back, send her back. If you're not creepy, send her back. If you're not gonna, keep her as a slave, send her back. And now that things have gotten to the point where I have no choice, you're like, why are you sending her back? You're an awful person. Blah, blah. Like, it makes no sense. What am I supposed to do?
You've gotten what you wanted. Stop trying to
It doesn't matter what. Everybody. It does not matter what I do. It doesn't matter what I say. It literally doesn't matter. I could say whatever I want. It doesn't matter if it's the truth or not, because you guys aren't going to believe me no matter what I say.
I was freaking out because of, like, that person thing, because I knew that this was going to happen, and guess what? I didn't want to have to leave, but guess what? Now it's like, there's, like, nobody has a choice. Like, it is, I need to not live here anymore, because it is just way too dramatic. And,
like, the drama that you people are talking about, the drama-filled life and house, the only reason drama is in my life and in my house is because of you and your twisted theories about what's going on here.
Like, if the internet wasn't involved with all of this, like, there would be nothing.
I didn't make Sarah block Billy. I didn't tell Greg to come out here. I saw the comment. I started crying because I thought that was just completely outrageous of her to do. She came in here and like, oh, stay strong. Like, I know what you're going. I'm like, are you serious?
Wait, did she really?
Yeah, I saw the comment pop up and I started crying. And then Greg came out here.
I just thought, like, he saw...
Because
like,
believe it or not, I'm still hurt about it. I know that she doesn't care. That's fine. But I'm still hurt. So, really don't want to see it. If you want to be friends with Billy, you're more than welcome to. I'm not controlling who you can talk to. If Billy wants to text you and support you and whatever, that's fine. You can be friends with Billy. I'm not going to hate you or not be friends with you. She's allowed to be friends with whoever she wants. I do not want to see Billy. I do not want to see her pop up because I am very hurt. And I keep seeing her pop up and I'm trying to stay away from it because I'm the kind of person who falls right back in, and even though we wouldn't get back together, there's no chance in hell. It still hurts. Every time I see it, every time I see her, every time I see something about it, it fucking hurts, and I don't want to see it.
I just saw one comment from her saying, like, something about rice. Like,
yeah, I don't know what she's saying. I saw her pop up, and I just started crying. Because the audacity of that is just outrageous to me. But, and the thing about it is, Billy, especially Billy, knows well that nothing was going on, that Sarah is not in danger here, and that nothing was weird.
Yeah, Billy, like,
she knows better than anybody.
Billy, like, no, Billy knows. Like, Billy knows nothing was going on. Billy knows better than any of you people.
Through all of this.
Yeah, like, Jesus. Ask Billy. Billy knows.
I'm not trying to make Billy look like a bad guy. I'm saying that I did not want to see her comment. Because I think that it's a little bit ridiculous for her to still be about this. And yes, I'm hurt by Billy because I trusted her and she lied to me. But that's not what we're talking about. We already talked about this. So.
Apparently Billy commented that you guys aren't grooming me.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
if she did,
the only comment I saw from Billy was like, oh, I did nothing wrong and, yeah, you make good rice or something like that.
If you guys want to know how we treat Sarah, you can ask her because she has no ties to me. She has no reason to lie in my favor. In fact, she has reason to lie not in my favor. But I don't think that she will, because she knows that I've never done anything to Sarah. She knows that Greg has never done anything to Sarah besides call names during video games, and that's what he does. He doesn't yell like a lot of you are saying, and I don't even think she said that. I don't think that she said that Greg yelled.
Yeah, no, I addressed this already, but Greg has never yelled at me, like, ever.
It's so, like, fucked up. I personally I'm probably going to leave the internet after this. I have a video I need to post because it's a sponsorship. But after that, I don't know, guys, because I can't more. Didn't Billy say Greg treats Sarah and Lainey? If Billy did say that he yells at us, that's not true. I think Greg has raised his voice at me once because I said, don't yell at me, and then he, like, yelled and said, this is what yelling sounds like, because he wasn't yelling before. I have yelled at Greg more than Greg has yelled at me. I know for a fact. And I don't yell very often. Like, at all. I've probably yelled maybe, like, 3 times in my life.
All at Greg.
Yes. Exactly.
emancipation.
Didn't we already look into that?
I already looked into that.
It's very complicated.
It's very hard to get emancipated this day and age. Like, trust me. Oh, God. Yeah. Trust me. Like, I've already looked into it. I was looking into it when I was 15.
Yeah, and we
per
looked...
request of a certain person not related to Lainey or Greg.
We had been looking at options for her. We've been looking at options for you for, like, what? Like a year? And everything was super, super complicated.
And we found a way.
And this was, like, the best option and the least complicated option because her mom was okay with signing guardianship over to me. Because her mom knows me, and her mom trusts me to take care of her. Which I have been doing.
Yeah. And my mom is very, very angry at the internet that they have caused this to just crumble.
No, we have not legally terminated guardianship.
Lainey is still my guardian at this moment.
Let's address this grooming rumor.
Okay. I know exactly what grooming is, and they're not grooming me, nor have they ever groomed me, and that's insulting.
Like, why do you talk to young girls? This is how I met Sarah. So, I was friends with a girl named Regina. I am friends with a girl named Regina, and I've been friends with Regina for a long time. When I met Regina, she told me she was my age, and then I came to find out, like, 6 or 7 months later that she was actually younger. Like, a couple years younger than me. And I was like, okay, wasn't really a big deal. It was, like, 2 years younger than me. So we were friends, and then Regina and Sarah became friends, and basically we met through Regina. So we all three would talk all the time. Like, honestly, when we first became friends, we didn't talk just together very often. Me, her, and Regina were part of a group chat,
yeah.
And we talked. And that's, like, all we did. I wasn't, like, nobody was in a relationship or anything like that.
No.
And then we kind of had a falling out with Regina because of some stuff that happened. And then we ended up becoming friends with her again. But we had a little falling out with her, but we stayed friends during that.
We literally met through a mutual friend.
Yes.
Like...
And I thought Sarah was mom.
Yeah. Because I would post pictures of me and my nieces, and I knew a bunch of stuff about, like, breastfeeding and all that, and Lainey thought I was a mom. And we would talk on, like, you know, Kik and stuff, just, like, here and there, and then...
Like, I respond to other people. Now I don't respond to people, because if I respond to literally anybody, people say I'm grooming them. I can't tell someone that they're pretty without somebody saying I'm grooming them. I literally can't compliment a friend. Turn the heating on. We are in a separate building.
They have a heater.
It is
what
snowing
is wrong
outside.
With you people? Like, that is the most absurd, claim.
Hold on. Because I've done what before? What have I done before? Groomed people? No, I have not. I've never groomed anybody. I don't care that Greg is still sub to Billy. If he wants to be sub to her, that's fine. If he likes her videos, go for it, dude. I don't care. I'm not him. I don't control people. He wants to be sub to her, cool. I'm sure he doesn't even realize it. But if he wants to watch her videos, I don't care. I don't. I don't want to see them. That is the point. I've been seeing this person this entire time.
What did they say?
That I groomed you and I had sexual relations with you.
The most we have ever had physical contact is a fucking hug, dude.
Okay, this is how outrageous these sexual relations claims are. There's a meme of Squidward that says "drown in it," We were joking about this meme on Twitter like a year ago or something, and people think I'm being serious. People thought I was actually telling her to drown in it in some sort of sexual reference when I attached a picture of Squidward. That is apparently my idea of sexting.
I'm pretty sure I sent it to you, too.
Oh, apparently
So, like,
Sarah sexted me with Squidward. Also, nobody was ever tied in my basement. That never happened. It never, ever happened.
Like, people.
And nobody said it was Joy's fault. I haven't even mentioned Joy. Yeah. They're like, this isn't Joy's fault.
Who even mentioned Joy? Nobody.
Okay, well, somebody mentioned Joy in the comments, I guess, but that wasn't me, so...
It wasn't me.
Ignore it. I literally would have posted that meme, like, as a tweet.
No, wait. I sent it to Lainey.
They're saying it's not appropriate to say that.
Okay, well then
Squidward.
tell me that it's not appropriate.
Tell the writers of SpongeBob.
Drown in it. It's literally from the sweater episode. Like when he tells, like, he's like, oh yeah, there's gonna be so much love because, like, SpongeBob's gonna die from the pie. He's like, there's gonna be so much love, he's gonna drown in it.
My husband's list. What are you talking about? I said, what do you think of your husband's list? I don't know about a list.
I don't know anything about a list either.
I was not, at the time, I was not her acting parent, and we weren't flirting, we were joking. But, again, at the time, I did not have guardianship over her. My guardianship was signed over in, what, October? Late October? Correct?
Early November.
Was it?
Yeah.
Early November.
I got here in late October. It was signed over early November.
Are we gonna sue the internet? I'm thinking about it.
I hope you do. I would love to sue the internet, but I don't have the financial means to sue the internet.
No, Greg's not coming back, because if he does, you guys just say he's controlling the situation. So no, he's not coming back. See, this is what I mean. You guys are like, oh, you're just masquerading flirting as banter. If I don't say anything about the flirting accusations, then I'm guilty. If I say, no, it was banter, which it was, you guys are like, oh, that's just a mask. It doesn't matter what I say. You people are on a fucking witch hunt.
Greg is not abusive. Like, guys, please listen to two people who know Greg.
They're not gonna listen.
In real life.
They're not gonna. They haven't listened to me for 5 years.
Like, oh my god. He has never once been abusive to me.
Like, it literally doesn't matter what I say.
They don't want to listen because they have a bias.
Yeah, that's fine.
And whatever.
That's why I'm done. Pretty much after this next video, I'm pretty much done because it doesn't matter what I say. Greg has admitted that he was verbally abusive, and I don't disagree with that. Greg has called me a lot of names in our relationship, and that was not okay. And he said it was not okay, but he's never hurt me. He's never yelled at me. He's never threatened me or done anything like that. And I don't know why I said and, but that's the end of my sentence.
Someone said what matters is you took legal guardianship over someone who needed your help. Yeah, it was actually a really, really nice thing of them to do. But everybody decided to pervert it and to just twist it and to make it look like it was something that it absolutely was not.
Greg has... Okay, I'm not going to answer the question. What did that say? You know you got people who care about you, right, Lainey? Yeah, the people in my life, like Sarah and like Greg. and like the internet likes to claim that they care, but they don't. I got a nice little email this morning saying, "We're trying to help you. We know that Greg starves you and Greg makes you wear collars in your Instagram photos," which, by the way, I've taken like one picture with a choker on that I bought at Hot Topic and wore on my own self choosing. That was not a correct sentence, but whatever.
My own self-choosing.
And so I responded back with, "You guys are not helping me, you're hurting me." And they said, "Why don't you act more ladylike? You are a girl after all." It's like, yeah, that's helpful. Good helping.
Hope you guys realize it's your fault Sarah is leaving, not Lainey's.
Nobody was going to tie anybody to a wall without implicit consent and optimism. It would not have been done. And it was not done because there was no consent. And I didn't suggest that. I didn't even want that to happen because I didn't want the relationship to continue. And I can show you the text of me texting Billy and saying, "Hey, I want all these things about how to reconcile the relationship to stop because we are not compatible and we should not be together. We're different people. That's fine. And I will miss you." That's basically what I said because I did not want to reconcile things. I wanted the relationship to end there.
Yes, I'm leaving. Someone asked.
The texts are on my computer. I gotta go find them. They're inside. But I can eventually, I'll post them when I get them. Well, I don't want to drag her back into this. If you guys are insistent, I will post them, but I will just post what I said because there's no reason. Huh?
Computer's not out there.
It's on my desktop.
Oh, your desktop. Okay.
Because I screen capped them because I deleted the
conversation.
The text, yeah.
Yeah.
This person has been bothering you literally the entire podcast.
I've blocked so many people this broadcast. Oh my god.
I didn't make Greg do anything. Greg came out here. I didn't tell him to come out here. I actually told him it'd kind of be a bad idea. But
I know I heard someone coming in and I was like, it's gonna be Greg, isn't it? And then he walks in here and I have like tears streaming down my face. I was like,
how can I find a relationship with a 16-year-old intellectually stimulating? Well, believe it or not, Sarah's a very interesting person and she's fun to talk to and she's fun to hang around.
I find that insulting.
Yeah. Just because she's 16 doesn't mean she has no brain. I find being around toddlers intellectually stimulating. They're people. People are intellectually stimulating. Yes, Sarah's in school. We've covered that.
I am in school.
Is it hard to find friends your own age? No, I have friends my own age. Thanks, though.
She's 16, not stupid. Exactly. The internet likes to treat me like I'm some like ignorant little child when it's convenient for them. When it's not convenient for them, they like to treat me like I know everything.
And they do the same thing to me.
It's like, make up your minds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, pick a side.
If it's convenient, I'm a child bride, and if it's not convenient, I'm a 22-year-old, a grown woman. Developmentally, you're a child.
Why don't you and Greg date people your own age?
Technically, Billy is my age, actually. Billy is less than 2 years younger than me. Or no, less than 3.
Yeah, it's less than 3.
So, that's pretty much my age. And the other person, the only other serious relationship I've had, the guy was 2 years older than me.
Okay, someone asked about getting a job.
19 to 22 is pretty much a jump. 19 to 22 are people who are in, like, who would both be technically getting a bachelor's degree. It would be a senior in college and a sophomore in college. How is that a drastic age gap? That is ridiculous.
Someone said something about internet drama affecting, like, getting a job or whatever. I after all of this, I kind of do worry about people, like, back in Michigan, like, people, like, in real life seeing all of this and, like, asking me questions, like, oh my god, like, is this true? Like, what about this? And it, like, freaks me out. Like, even my sister was like, what is going on? Like, what the hell? And I'm just like, I had to explain to her, like, no, nothing is going on. Like, I've already told this. Like, it's just really frustrating to have to, like, deal with all of this. And it's like, it's out of the realm of just the internet now, and it's affecting, like, my actual life. And it sucks.
Yeah, exactly. I graduated at 17 and moved out at 17.
I'll be graduating high school soon. I'll be 17 in, like, 6 months. Like, guys,
I'm not
stupid.
My parents met Greg before I moved in with him. My parents knew about Greg since, let's see, we had been together. My parents met him in what? May of 2012. So we've been together 3 months when my parents met Greg. So no, they did not know about my relationship with him. They did. And they still do. And they still come here. And they still talk with Greg because guess what? Everything's good over here. My parents know everything's good. New people write my dad a lot. You know that?
They really?
Yes. My dad calls me like twice a month and is like, who's this person? Do you know this person? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, they wrote me this message saying that you're in danger and that they're your friend. And I'm like, nope, they're not my friend. And he's like, okay.
Unless their name is like Sarah or Selena.
Yeah,
don't know. I did have a safe place to live. But guys fucked it up.
Okay, you guys, if you didn't allow Greg to do certain things, that's what I'm saying. I do not control Greg. Could you imagine if Greg was not allowing me to say things, how you guys would react? It's not, I don't control him. I don't say, you're not allowed. You're not allowed. If he's doing something that I disagree with, I tell him I disagree with it. I'm not going to control what he does, because that's wrong. You don't control people. Like you guys have been saying, but I guess it's only, I'm supposed to control people, but it's only wrong if Greg's the one doing it, right? Which he's not even doing. But he made me quit talking. When did he make me quit talking on Twitter? When?
I think they're talking about, like, the whole, like, negative thing. Like, you guys agreeing that you wouldn't, like, say a bunch of negative stuff on Twitter. It was back in, like, September. But even so, like, that wasn't Greg, like, saying, like, oh, you have to do this. It was everyone agreeing.
My dad is allowed to come and hang out with me. My dad and Greg don't really get along, so they don't want to be around each other. But I'm allowed to see my dad. I do see my dad. I talk to my dad every couple of days, actually, on FaceTime. My grandma's coming in, like, a week. When you switch to a private account. Yeah, I switched to, well, yes, we agreed that both of us wouldn't say negative things on Twitter about relationships and such because it gets blown out of proportion every time. So that was for both of us, not just for me. And what was I going to say about my private account? I don't know. Something, if I remember. Did you get partnered?
Hmm?
Did you get partnered?
No. Why?
Because you have, like, Number one fans and stuff.
Yeah, I know everybody has that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've explained this a lot, but it's not safe for me to stay anymore because people are taking this outside of just internet drama.
Yes.
And they're taking it into my real life, and I don't want it anymore.
And like people have said, it can affect how she's gonna get a job. It can affect
the people in my like hometown.
Yeah. They're threatening to call people who she's associated with back home. They're threatening us. There is no... Okay, let's just talk about this. Back when she first came here in September, somebody reported us to the Michigan Police Department for her coming up here to visit me. We talked with an officer that they reported us to, and they talked with somebody up here in the police department up here, and guess what? They told us everything was fine. People are saying that we're going to get arrested, or we're trying to not get arrested or something. We've been through it. People have tried to do it already.
We all know anything
and we've already talked to
somebody.
Is
perfectly fine.
Like way a long time ago when she came up for a party I was having. Yeah, you do need some water. Somebody said.
I need some milk.
Greg doesn't not let me talk about... Greg doesn't not let me talk about being a mom. I've made that decision on my own because you people are insane.
Is there a Sharpie or something? This right here?
Oh. I don't know. You can just rip it off. It's just a sticker.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I made that decision on my own for the safety of my household.
What decision?
To not talk about my being a mom.
Yeah. I never sent anybody after that one person that...
Nobody did.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, we all know Greg was going to leave me. Thanks for the reminder. Thank you. Love it. Nobody said that was okay. I never excused that behavior. And it still fucking hurts. Thanks, though. And that's kind of irrelevant to what's going on.
Yeah. Like, that's not even...
I never was like, no, that's totally fine.
Someone on here said...
Go for it.
Do it. Honestly, like... Okay.
Apparently some guy's in here.
Some guy?
You know some guys.
Ooh, hello. He's such a dick.
That's fine.
I didn't even know he was still around. Oh, well.
We know people have been calling the police on us for, like, months.
I never had the police called so many times in my life. Like, seriously. This is ridiculous. And you know what?
And this is why this, like, can't continue. You guys are like, why is she leaving? Why is she leaving? This is why.
This is exactly why. Someone said they just called the police. There's your answer to why it's not safe for me to stay here anymore.
Okay, why did Lainey send you topless pics? Lainey, I put this on Twitter last night, but I literally was wearing an entire shirt in that picture, so thanks.
95?
This conversation isn't about my dad and Greg. It doesn't matter. People are like, why doesn't your dad like Greg? It doesn't matter. And my dad actually does like Greg. It's that Greg doesn't get along with my dad.
Please come back as soon as you turn 18. I want to come back when I go to college.
Does Sarah have the same ring as Billy? No. It's literally completely different. We were comparing them when Billy was here. And they are so dissimilar.
This is my ring. Do you see it? It has a diamond.
Billy's had 2 stones, and it was aquamarine.
Mine? Literally a single diamond. Like, I don't... And I got it for myself a year ago. The ring was something I got for myself because I wanted something for Valentine's Day.
Why are we still talking about my dad? The reason Greg doesn't like my dad is because when my dad met him, he threatened his life. For no reason. That is why.
Everyone keeps asking if I have a safe place to go. The place where I'm going is not ideal, but it's your guys' fault, honestly. Like,
she's going back to her parents. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not kicking her to the street. Her ring isn't on her engagement finger.
This is my right hand.
See, here's mine on my left, and that's on her right. Greg was not trying to take me away from my family, ever. I see my family and talk to my family. Like, I literally talk to my grandmother and my mom every single day. My mom was just up here, and my sister and my stepdad. My grandma's coming up next week. I see my family all the time.
I can confirm this.
People are saying we have to terminate the guardianship before you go home, so I need to look into that.
Why?
I don't know, but we should probably look into that, though.
But they don't know what kind of guardianship you have.
I still think we should, Google it, at least.
Yeah, we can Google it.
My mom literally met Sarah. My mom, my sister, and my stepdad were all here while Sarah was here.
I met him.
No, Greg said I barely go down to my hometown. Not that I really see my family. I go down to my hometown a couple of times a year because it's far away and it's hard for me to travel down there. It's pretty far. My family comes up here. My mom comes up here 2 to 3 times a year. And guess what? We fly her out. No, Greg is not a legal guardian of Sarah. I am. Greg is not at all. Essentially, Greg has nothing to do with this besides the fact that he also lives here.
Basically, yeah.
Greg has no guardianship over Sarah.
I literally never even talked to Greg before I came in September. All I knew is that he was some dude that I watched on YouTube.
Greg has nothing to do with me and Sarah's friendship whatsoever. You have a lot of viewers, dude. Just saying.
Oh shit! I just looked down there and I was like, wait, what?
No. That's your correct viewership.
Right now?
Yeah.
Why? Wait, I thought this was that.
I don't know. Maybe YouNow changed. So the tweets from Sarah about you smoking a blunt. What? I don't smoke. I've never smoked.
Yeah, you smoking a blunt. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That never happened.
I've never smoked, but I don't know what we're talking about here.
Am I sick? I am sick.
It was a tea sick. What?
You sound like a smoker. I'm sick.
We have the flu.
Yeah, I love Joe Biden memes. I have to go home because people online suck.
I literally, that's why I said feel free to call police. Everything is legal, but it is a waste of my time. It is a waste of my time. It is slander against my name online, which hurts, like, the business. I say that loosely because I'm not a very big YouTuber or anything. But it's just, like, we have already dealt with it with, like, police in the past, in September, and they didn't find anything already. So we're literally dealing with police multiple times, and they say the same thing every time that nothing's going on, and you guys keep calling.
When am I moving? In, like, within the week?
We gotta wait figuring it out.
Yeah.
Seriously, just send her to... You want to go to boarding school, Sarah?
Yeah, you thought. So. Why would I go to boarding school?
Seriously,
that would be hell.
To boarding school.
That would be hell on earth for me.
How are we supposed to have friends? Yeah, I'm not... Let me tell you right now, I am never again letting anybody else into my life ever, 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 ever again. Because fuck that.
The last friend that I made, and that I'll probably ever make, was this girl, I don't want to say her name, actually, because, privacy or whatever, but this girl that I made friends with, like,
No, not thanks to Greg. Thanks to people on the... Sorry, I'm talking over you. I'm sorry,
Wait,
go ahead.
What person?
Sorry, I got carried away.
No, go. I'm done anyway.
They said, so you'll be isolated thanks to Greg? No, not thanks to Greg. Thanks to the people online who I've met who decided to say about me to the entire internet and say I dated them and say I abused them because I fucking didn't. And you could even ask Billy. Billy knows that I did not abuse anybody. Literally, all I do is cry. If that's abuse, okay. I'm guilty of it. But literally, all I do is cry. If I'm mad, I cry. If I'm sad, I cry. If I'm embarrassed, I cry. If I'm nervous, I cry. Literally, all I do is cry. I'm not controlling. I don't ask people for passwords.
I don't think Greg has even ever held my phone in his hand.
I've held your phone once to help you make that video.
A video that I probably will never upload now, because...
My household is chill. I just cry a lot. I'm a crier. I'm that kind of person. I literally cried because someone made an edit of me and Greg that I thought was cute. I like bald. I cry because my dog is wearing a cute sweater.
Oh my god. The cute little collars.
Like, I took Lilu to get a haircut, and she got bows put on her ears by the little haircut people, and I cried. All I do is cry.
The boy cries, you sweater of tears, and you kill him.
I'm blocking this person.
Where?
No, I didn't cry. I didn't cry at all.
That was fine. I was like, oh, okay, fam, you do you. Lainey is a very sensitive soul.
I am the most sensitive person ever.
Like, literally.
Actually, it's not true. I know one more sensitive. Someone said I'm a bad mom because I cry. Actually, there was a study done that says you should cry in front of your kids because it teaches them that it's okay to have emotions. Let's not... Yeah.
I was just about to be like, oh, nope. Success.
I don't know why I don't like hugs. They feel so awkward and forced to me.
Just
like being like, hi, hug, bye. Like, I'm always just like, I'm also very shy. So.
Everyone keeps saying this.
How are we gonna do that?
I don't know.
You can't just, like, live on your own.
I know. Like, guys, I don't have my license.
Yeah, you don't have a car.
I don't have a car. Like,
then they're really gonna say we trapped you. We locked you in the tower.
They've gotten me in the tower. Yeah, no, guys.
I'm shy in person. I'm actually pretty shy in front of the camera, too. I do okay on a broadcast, but you should see me record a video.
Oh my god. The tower. Yeah, locked.
Alright, if there's, like, no more questions, I'm gonna go.
I just wanna, I wanna go too, but I just wanna say one more thing, guys, that I am leaving. I'm not getting kicked out. It's in everyone's best interest that I am not, like, living here anymore because it creates so much drama and people are getting, like, things twisted and confused and everyone is just like, what is going on? And to touch on some more points, I was not working for them, ever. I've never had a job, like, in my life. I was never dating Lainey.
Or Greg.
Well, yeah, no. Let me. I thought that was, like, self-explained, but yeah, no. I was never dating Greg either. I was never dating Lainey, either of them, ever. Nothing creepy or weird went on. There was no, like, inappropriate, like, touching or anything inappropriate, ever. Like, at all. No relationship, nothing. I am just a friend. That's all I ever will be. That's all I ever want to be. And I'm leaving because it has just gotten so incredibly hectic that it's like we can't deal with it anymore. And it sucks because I really liked it here. But it's like out of control.
I saw someone say, "Why are you so afraid of the authorities being contacted?" I'm not afraid of them. It's something I don't want to deal with, but I'm not afraid. Like I said, you can call them.
Yeah, go ahead.
People already have been doing that. I'm not afraid that I'm going to be arrested or get in any sort of trouble because I know I'm not doing anything wrong.
But, yeah. Everyone's still cool with each other. Lainey and I are still best friends. It's all fine. But I'm going to go back to Michigan. Y'all got what you wanted. Congrats.
People are saying to pretend to leave, but then don't. Do you know what kind of backlash that would cause if we said you left and then police showed up and they were like, oh, they said Sarah left, but she's still here. What's going on? That's, like, totally, like, untrustworthy and weird.
No, I'm actually, like I'm
that
actually
would be fucked up and stupid.
The internet is making Lainey look bad for letting Sarah stay. I'm not staying. I am leaving, like, in a few days.
I honestly don't share my personal life all that much. I know you guys like to lump me and Greg together, but I have made one video about something that happened in my personal life, and it was recent, and that is the only video I've ever made about my personal life. Because I had to make it.
And I did not want my personal business out there. The reason that I'm here, didn't want that out there at all. That's why I didn't have, Greg say anything about it in that one video. But I feel like I needed to get it out so that people would finally understand that it's not that anything weird is going on. It's that they were trying to help me. You guys fucked it up. Like, I had a lot of plans that I wanted to, like, do. Like, I had a lot of things I wanted to do. I had plans. and now they are all in shambles because the internet has made my life a living hell. Like, the past 48 hours have been awful. And I would rather, like, not have anybody know who I am, like, not have any, like, followers on anything, or whatever, not have anybody, like, talk about me, than have to, like, go through all of this, because it's not worth it.
Sarah does not have an eating disorder, for the person who asked if I'm helping her with her eating disorder. She does not have an eating disorder.
I don't... Did you see how I dug into that broccoli cheddar soup?
We ordered pizza last night. We made crispy potato tacos the other day. We cook like 8 times a day. No, she does not have an eating disorder.
Like I said, someone was
Why
like...
are you reblogging pro-Anna stuff? That's what they said.
I've reblogged 2 pro-Anna things, and it's literally pictures of girls that I find aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, I got accused of having an eating disorder too. It's fine.
Yeah. We've all been through that, you know? Getting accused of having an eating disorder.
Story of my life.
And if you've
I'm
ever...
sure people still think I have an eating disorder. I don't really know. But
y'all have ever seen me eat? I can eat a lot, let me tell you.
Well, that's good, because you definitely wouldn't find Lainey aesthetically pleasing. Haha, yep, I'm fat. It's like, you have an eating disorder, you're too skinny, but no, you're fat.
I know, it's like, Sarah
Okay.
looks like she has an eating disorder, but... Oh, LOL, Sarah's fat.
I don't care, you guys can call me fat all you want. I don't give a single fuck. I really don't. I'm at the point, I look fine to myself. So,
you go ahead.
This person's annoying me. They're saying the same thing over and over. See, that person saying stuff about being fat too. I know I can't win. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, I'm not gonna change a mind or change an opinion. Or I could literally provide all the proof I wanted, and it wouldn't matter. It really wouldn't matter. I've tried to do that already, and it honestly seems to make things worse. So that's why I might leave the internet, because there's no point. There really isn't a point.
People are saying I'm ignoring the pro-Anna stuff.
We already addressed it. I don't know how these people got me.
Apparently someone's posted my last name.
Of course they are. It was already...
My name has been posted since... My last name has been posted since September.
Like, Sarah's, like, in your guys' words, a child, so maybe don't post her last name.
Thanks.
Why are we still talking about...
What?
Why are we still talking about sizes?
What about sizes?
And being fat. They're like, oh, Greg said Lainey wears single digits. It does not matter what size of pants I wear. Who cares?
Guys.
Nobody cares.
Can we stop talking about, like, size right now? Because that's, like, kind of weird. Okay, well then, if I'm a child, why are you guys, like, harassing me?
Yeah. I don't disagree. Sarah is a minor, yes. Which is why I'm, like, her legal guardian.
Like...
I'm just saying, you guys are harassing a child and posting a child's private information. You know that, right?
And it's like, people are saying, like, oh, well... You know, oh, it's, like, so weird for me to be around, like, a 31-year-old man or whatever. You guys, like, do you want to know how Greg and I, like, act towards each other? He's basically, like, an annoying older brother to me. Like, that's basically, like, the kind of
honestly,
dynamic.
In the last, like, month, you guys have barely even, like, seen each other.
I know.
We, like, all eat dinner together, but other than that, he, like, works during the day, and then we eat dinner, and then me and Greg, like, go watch a movie, and Sarah does her own thing.
Yeah, I, like, go take a bath or something.
So...
like... and even when I, like... and when me and, like, Greg are around each other, he acts like an older brother.
People want you to address the text with Lane.
The text with Lane, first of all, were blown out of proportion. Second of all, I knew that they would be blown out of proportion, which is why I freaked out like this. Third of all, the text with Lane were supposed to be kept in private. Not that they were bad, but that I was just like, it's private stuff, I don't really...
Oh my god, we're yelling about name dropping now, but we're being yelled at about not addressing it.
Okay, sorry, won't name drop anymore. The text with that certain person, they were something that I wanted to keep private, and then they were something that was months ago, like literally like months ago, and were blown out of proportion. And I knew that they were going to be blown out of proportion, which is why I was like, wow, I really, like, don't like this. And, like, flipped out. That's, like, literally the same thing that Greg did. Greg released private information.
Yeah,
that
and
person,
you all freaked out.
Yeah, you all freaked out, and you were all like, oh my gosh.
Including that person.
Yeah, that person freaked out about it. Because the information that Greg released, I guess only 5 people knew about, and I disagree with him doing that. I've already stated that, though. Lainey has stated that. The information that I gave to Lane, I'm trying not to say names, okay, guys? I'm sorry. Like, the information that I gave to that person, or that I talked to, all that, what did I say?
They're just mentioning.
Oh. I was like, it was something that I had told 2 people, Lane being one of them. So, I don't know, like, why that they are trying to act like a hero for doing that. They stated that they knew nothing was going on, because nothing is going on, nothing has ever gone on. And they knew that I was not being, like, abused at all, or, like, taken advantage of, or, having inappropriate things go on. They stated that they knew that. They also stated that they knew I'm not in danger, and that I'm happy here. So, that's...
And another reason Sarah asked them to delete the text between them was because she had told this person things about her private life, not having to do with me, that she didn't want out there. And she told me this when she asked that person to delete the text.
Like, there are other things that I've, like, told Lane that have literally nothing to even do with Lainey or Greg or anyone that any of you know.
People are saying Lane was concerned. Lane said that they knew Sarah was not in danger.
Yeah, Lane said...
they were not concerned.
That they were not, like, concerned. That they knew that I was not in danger. God. And I, I talked to them about my feelings a lot. Like, they were actually, like, a genuine friend of mine. Like, they had my number, all of that stuff. But it just sucks to have someone be like, oh yeah, like, you can tell me anything, then me tell them everything, like, about my, like, private life, and, like, And I'm not even talking about, like, Lainey or Greg right now. I'm just talking about, like, my home life or whatever. And them be like, oh, yeah, I would never, like, say anything to anybody about anything. Or, you know, you can always, like, talk to me if you're ever, you know, needing to. And them just totally, like, I don't even know how to put it into words. Because I don't want to say, like, it was for attention. But
just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Hey, stop talking about Billy in the comments, okay? Thanks. We all already said that Greg releasing private info was not okay. And I saw somebody say that this is a taste of our own medicine. Sarah has never released private information. I have never released private information. Neither of us knew that he was going to do that, and neither of us were okay with it. And we both said that publicly.
When that happened, literally when he did it, I was with him in Target.
I was not even there.
Yeah,
I was busy.
Lainey was busy. I was with him, and we were at Target. I told him the second I saw it on Twitter, oh my God, did you really just do that? And I was like, I don't think you should have done that.
She showed screenshots. You showed Greg screenshots. What screenshots did you show Greg? Of her tweets?
What screenshots?
I don't know. Anyways, not the point. I'm just saying. This isn't our taste of our own medicine. We've never done anything like releasing private information. I was at a class, actually. That's what I was busy doing. This is what people think now. Are you serious? This
oh my God.
This is why I told people to stop talking about it, because I don't want to address it because that's releasing private information. But it's so weird.
I'm dying.
It was a class. It was not for my psychology degree because my psychology degree is Finnish. And yes, it is a real psychology degree, not a psychology degree. I will have a diploma in a couple of weeks when they send it to me. Like, oh yeah. It's horrible. Horrible that you guys don't think I have a degree. Whatever shall I do? I know I have a degree, and any job I apply for will know I have a degree, so I really don't care if you guys think I don't have a degree. We are in a separate house, a separate building, and there's actually a heater in here. I just don't know how to work it. And we're sick, and it's about 20 degrees outside and covered in snow. But yes, we have a heater. Would you like me to take a picture of it and post it? Because I have a whole heating system.
It's actually very warm inside. You guys think we're like, what, 70?
72.
Ooh, 72.
I've never understood this. You don't have a heater rumor. First of all, why do you care? Second of all, I do have a heater, and I'm sure.
Why would
the heater,
that is like the most random thing too? Like, I didn't even know that was a rumor until he addressed it in like one video where he was like went to a heater and like pointed at it like.
I didn't say it's not. I didn't say it was 4 degrees. I said it's like 20. There's literally like a foot of snow outside. See anything? Okay, if there's no more questions, there's no point in this anymore because I've literally not accomplished anything because, like I said, nobody's gonna listen.
Probably honestly just made it worse. But you know what? I just hope you guys are happy.
We're trying to read questions, and we're looking for questions. No, I've literally not seen a question.
How are you feeling? Like shit. I'm sick and I'm stressed.
That I made Sarah go vegan. Sarah, are you vegan?
I'm not vegan.
Sarah, were you vegetarian before you even came here?
Yes, I've been a vegetarian since I was like
Sarah
13.
was a vegetarian when I was not a vegetarian. Yes, but I know. Okay.
I'm not staying. I's leaving.
Greg is not the legal guardian of Sarah. To the person who said they're concerned that a 31-year-old man is the legal guardian of a teen. He's not. The only person who is on the guardianship paperwork is me. Greg encouraged me to be in a relationship with Sarah or encouraged Sarah to be in a relationship with me.
And I never said that.
For the last year, I was dating a girl. Well, almost a year, give or take a few months.
I literally, never even said that. I never said that Greg wanted me and Lainey to date. A 13-year-old?
No. Does Greg want me to get another girlfriend? Greg wants me to do whatever I want. Yes, I wasn't dating her. You're right. Just Greg was dating her. That's fine. We can keep that going.
Am I going to keep my social media accounts? I don't know. I don't know if I should.
Sure sounds like Greg wants another girlfriend, though. When has Greg said he wanted another girlfriend? I have not talked to a single girl since my last relationship. I have not been looking. I'm not interested.
Lainey's not my mom. So it's like, Lainey's Sarah's mom. No. Oh my god, and this is another thing.
Okay, well, if Greg wants a girlfriend, then that's his deal.
Someone's being like, oh, it creeps Greg out that, Sarah wants to be in a relationship with Lainey. I don't want to be in a relationship with Lainey. I have made this so clear to both of them, to all of the online world, that I don't want to be in a relationship with Lainey. I've said this at least 10 times on this broadcast, I think. But I don't know how else to get it through your guys' heads. But I genuinely, sincerely just want to be Lainey's best friend, which is what I already am. So I'm chill, fam. Will you move in after this blows over? No. I am living with them. Lainey is my guardian for the time being.
Greg said that you told Lane you're going to be with her. No, he didn't say that, and none of us said that. You apparently told me you were going to date me. That's what Greg said. Greg didn't say that, and that conversation never happened.
That never happened, ever. I have a private account already. Okay, I guess everyone's confused about this, but I was not under the impression that it would eventually happen. Like, that we would eventually be in a relationship. I was not.
At this time, I was, planning on being in a relationship with the last person I was in a relationship with, like, for good. That was the plan.
And I was planning on being their friend, like, being everybody's friend. I was not planning on ever being in a relationship with Lainey. And I think I even stated that, like, months back.
I saw a comment on your Instagram that you posted, like, 20-something weeks ago, and were like, oh, they are my girlfriend, they've never been, or something. Because remember you posted that picture of me, like,
oh, yeah, because I was
like, my girlfriend or whatever, and people are like, what?
I was like, isn't my girlfriend hot? And people are all like, oh my god, your girlfriend? And I'm just like, guys, it's a joke.
Why do I only communicate with pubescent children? I don't. Most of my friends are actually over the age of 21. Sarah's literally the only person who is under the age of 18 that I talk to. My other friends, let's see. She's 20. She's 21. He's 20. She's 23. I'm not going to say names so I don't want people to find it. But most of my friends are in their 20s. Lane was my friend, but Lane was not a close friend. Lane did not have my phone. Lane did not, we didn't talk on the phone. We DM'd occasionally, and that was it. That was our friendship. I did consider Lane a friend, but she was not somebody who had my number or was in a whole lot of contact with me. My husband's 31. Really not a big deal. We've already discussed my age gap with my husband many times. That's fine. When did I claim I was grooming? Oh, are they talking about me saying that you're the second wife
I'm
or whatever?
Grooming you
that was
nicely.
A joke in response to a hate blog who said that I was grooming Sarah and that she was the second wife. So we were mocking them.
Yeah, and I guess you said something about,
like something like down to the dungeon or something.
Oh yeah, the forbidden floor.
We're joking.
It was literally a joke, guys. Like, oh my gosh. Maybe that's why they all hate Greg, because they can't take fucking jokes.
Okay, it's inappropriate to say to a minor, but the hate blogs were the ones saying it. Interesting. Like, we're the ones who saw that, they posted it, and then we made fun of it. I am exhausted, I'm sick, and I'm tired of dealing with this crap, and I've been crying.
I've also been crying. I cried on here a few times. Greg came in here, saw me crying for the first time ever. Was like, oh, so that sucked. Okay, the confusion in Greg's video. I have been saying since literally September to everyone that I am like there is no relationship here. There is a friendship. The relationship that Lainey and I have is platonic.
What drama have we had with kids? Involving kids? Sarah is the only person we've ever had drama with that is a minor. And technically, you're at the age of consent anyways. But that's not the point. I saw somebody say that. That's why I thought it was a good point. But she's the only person who is a minor that we've ever had drama with. If we want to say my ex was a kid, it's not true. She was a legal adult, which is, I would not have dated her if she was not a legal adult.
Someone's concerned that I'm not in normal school. I'm in online school. You know why? Because I can have my pace be faster because in normal school it is too slow. I do not learn well.
We thoroughly know the legalities because we had a policeman called on us who explained the legalities to us. That's all we know of. Red flag, that's what they said.
I don't think Greg was lying to his audience. I think Greg was confused because of all of this going on. He was probably like, wait, Sarah thought that she's going to get in a relationship with Lainey? Like, what? And that's not what it is at all. I've literally been saying it for months. Literally months. Like, almost 6 months. I have been having to say it time and time again.
Nice. Why aren't you mad at Greg? Why aren't you mad at Greg, Sarah?
Why would I be mad at Greg? Greg didn't do anything to me.
I don't know if they're talking about me.
Well, good job, Internet. You've now put a child in danger through your BS lies. I love life.
I flew her out so she could come to an important event of mine. That is the only reason she came out here in the first place. And then we figure out a way to make it so she could get out of her unhealthy environment by coming here. And her mother thought that was a good idea. Can we stop talking about the fucking nanny? We don't have a nanny. Get over it.
Also, can we
Even
stop
if I
talking
did have
about...
a nanny, who cares?
Yeah, and it wasn't
have
me.
Nannies.
It wasn't me, so... Also, can we stop talking about Greg's video? I already, talked about it, how it's, I think people took it in the wrong way, and I think that it was confusion because I have been saying for months that there is no relationship. There's a platonic one. That's it.
My kids have a dad. They are not unsupervised. Dumbasses. Seriously, my good God.
You're a single parent.
Only a nanny or a mom can watch kids. Did you know that?
No dads. No. Dads can't.
Ay. Nobody has said Greg has done no wrong. I have faulted Greg for the things that he should have been faulted for.
Why would he tell me 10 times that I can't be in a relationship with you then?
What?
Apparently Greg said that he's told me 10 times.
The kids are not unsupervised. Thank you.
Apparently he's told me 10 times that I can't be in a relationship with you.
Okay.
We've talked.
No. Oh, God.
We've literally said no relationship, just friends. We've said it online. We've said it in person. We've said it everywhere in texts.
You're an idiot.
Dear God.
Sorry.
Can we stop talking about that now? I have made it so very, very clear. I've said it at least 20 times during this broadcast that we are just friends.
I have 5 kids. Okay. Yes, sure.
Alrighty then.
Oh, I don't really see anything we haven't asked. We haven't already answered.
Do you guys know how much shit we would get? Like, we would get even more shit if they got me an apartment.
Yeah, seriously, that would be
No.
not good.
No.
Alright, well, I've answered questions, and I don't know if it made a difference, but I've answered all I think needs to be answered, and I'm getting asked the same question a lot. So
okay. Yeah,
you can continue this if you like.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, Lainey's leaving. I'm just gonna wrap it up, and I'll be in a second. All right. Well, this has been a shit show. I kind of hated this, but I felt like it needed to be done. So, I mean, do with this broadcast what you will. And I guess, just want to end this. 1 second. I just want to end this by saying that I am sad that I am leaving. A lot of confusion has gone on. I did not want to have to put all of my private information out there, and I really hope it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass, but it might, and if it does, oh well, I'll handle it, hopefully. But yeah, I'm going to go spend time with the people that I care about because I have a limited number of days left with them. So, I'm gonna go see my friends. And I hope you all are very happy.
That's like even worse, because I thought you meant fair.